Hey boys and girls, today we're going to learn about the distributive property of multiplication. Distribute, if you want to talk about that word, what do you think the word means to distribute? Think about your teacher in the classroom who has to distribute the papers to hand out at the end of the day. Think about distribute. What does that word mean? Kind of goes with our lesson today. So the distributive property of multiplication. Let's start with a 2 by 1, 7 times 13, and we're going to decompose that. That equals 7 times 10 plus 3. That's still 7 times 13. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take the factor 7, and we want to multiply it times our tens, and we're going to add that, and we're going to multiply our 7 times the 3 ones. 7 times 10 is 70, plus 7 times 3 is 21, and when you add that together, your final product is 91. Let's try a 3 by 1. Using the distributive property of multiplication. Let's multiply 356 times 4. Well, let's decompose it first. That would be 300 plus 50 plus 6, we'll put that in parentheses, times 4. Notice that I flipped it over this way. This is called the commutative property of multiplication. So now the next row, I want to take the 300 and we're going to multiply it times 4, and again I'm going to put it in the parentheses, plus let's take the 50 and then we'll multiply that times 4, and we're going to add that to our 6 and multiply that times the factor of 4. Now, if you look at your basic facts, I like to underline those first. I know that 3 times 4 is 12, and when we multiply times 10 or times 100, that means we have to shift these place value positions to the left. So in this case, we have to shift the 1 2 place values to the thousands place. The 2 will shift to the hundreds place, and then we replace the missing digits with a 0. Our next one is 5 times 4. Our basic fact is 20, and the 2, since we're multiplying times a 10, the 2 will shift to the left, 1 place value, and the final product or partial product is 200. And then 6 times 4 is your basic fact, that is 24. We're going to add that up together, and we get 1200 plus 200 plus 24. Sorry about that, boys and girls. 4 ones, 2 tens, 4 100s, and 1 1000. So your product for 356 times 4 is 1424. We're going to continue to work with this as a whole group. I will give you some examples, and Miss Gorgoni will give you examples, and we will walk through this. And it's fun. Enjoy it. And you guys are going to learn all the way up to 4 by 1 multiplication in this unit.